YouTube. Now, what is significant about YouTube? Is it the same as television? I think it is. I think it's the same as television. But instead of watching television, you are the television. I mean, I'm the television now, right? If you have a channel, that is, you are the television. You are the content of the television. Without commercials, mostly. Like, there's no commercials on my site. I think it really democratizes television. You know, there was a day where there was just 3 networks and then public television. But the fact that it is possible for every person on earth to have their own YouTube channel has really changed the paradigm of watching television and changed the demographic. It's interesting. I notice most people who watch my videos are my age and my sex. They're men that are around 37 years old. So I think that's really cool. Like, where you can be so specific to your audience and how they can relate to your experience so specifically. Whereas, you know, you're watching television and with the commercials and everything, it runs the gamut from a giddy young schoolgirl to a cougar hot after a young man to MacGyver, you know, to Arnold Schwarzenegger, all in a half-hour period, to Seinfeld. So this is really focused energies, right? I don't see that's necessarily a good thing. I think it's a great thing, the fact that I can do this for free. You know, I don't get paid for it, but the fact that I can upload as many videos as I want absolutely free is mind-boggling, the freedom that gives an individual. And I consider myself somewhat of an artist. Like, I used to draw as a kid. I don't have the patience or concentration anymore to draw. I've made music in the past, but I don't have the stick-to-itiveness. I'm too damn lazy. I mean, that's one thing about YouTube. I'm addicted to YouTube now. And it prevents me from doing other creative endeavors. But I don't think at this moment in time, in this world's history, there's anything more creative than having a YouTube channel. I mean, sure, I think if I wanted money, I could pour my energies into making music. And one day I might do that, but it seems like I'm relegated to making $20,000 a year. And I know I've known people in bands that have went years, you know, and finally quit because it just costs too much. They actually are in thousands of dollars of debt. In fact, my cousins were $100,000 in debt because of their band. And they're still going at it, you know? But they have to have jobs. And I'm not talking about secondary jobs. They have to have full-time, full-board jobs. I actually haven't gotten in contact with them forever, for at least a year. And I'm curious what they think of would think of my channel. In a way, I'm scared because they are so out there. You think I'm out there? I mean, my friends, my cousins believe they were going to be the first band in space. You know, shit like that. You know, just zoning out, and I always would get afraid around them, man. Because there's so much love. It's wonderful, but damn it, it's just so pervasive around them. But, you know, I love them and all. I just am not used to so much love, you know. So, I do feel like I have a sixth sense, or if you want to call that ESP, whatever, extrasensory perception. I can sense that I do have an audience out there that's watching my videos, and I thank you very much for watching my videos, but like the strange thing, like I've mentioned before, this process could make me larger or smaller, and indeed I think it's making me smaller. It's thinning my skin, man. I'm bearing my soul, and you know, but I believe I'm a forerunner. I believe soon there'll be a day, if not already, that we will lose all privacy. So I like to be prepared for things. And indeed, that's sort of what I think is going to happen December 21st, 2012. It's just the fact that either we're going to start getting chips embedded in us, or tattooed numbers on us, or just the simple fact that we will lose all privacy, that Web 3.0 will be installed. And like I mentioned before, what I believe Web 3.0 is where the computer gathers all your information from all sources, creates an avatar. So all a person has to say, like, there won't be any need for keyboards anymore. I'm sure it'll be all voice driven, and they'll just say, let me talk to Eshkron, and my avatar will pop up, and it will know everything about me. It will know all the algorithms of my ideas and how I think, and you will simply have to talk to it to get what I would say. So if you want to ask the avatar, what is the meaning of life? I mean, I would tell you right now the meaning of life is to grow. And it would probably say something similar, right? It would probably say, you know, to expand one's mind. Or I would say to get to know the maker. I mean, that's what I believe the meaning of life is. So I really believe in democratization. And I believe YouTube is a great weapon in the fight for democratization. And I pity the people who live in China, right? Because they don't have the freedom. I'm curious if they are even allowed to have YouTube channels there. So anyways, I thank God that I live in North America and am allowed this incredible opportunity to view, to make my ideas known and to have, you know, a few people listen to them, and hopefully that will change their lives, and hopefully for the better. So YouTube, a weapon for freedom and democracy.